I'm Craig Strand. I'm here to honor and memorialize my father, Honorable Ben Strand. Um, my father, while many people may have known him and known his background, he graduated from Cumberland Law School in 1967 and came back to East Tennessee, where he's from, and started practicing in 1967 in Jefferson County. He had previously been graduate of Carson Newman and UT, and served in the Air Force. He was in private practice until about 1975. He was selected as the circuit judge of the Fourth Circuit, and he served there until 1976 when he re-entered private practice. He was in private practice where he was a typical small-town lawyer, where he did anything from divorces to criminal law to civil law. He basically covered it all, and I think he'll be one of the people out there that, and a lot of people would say this about him, he was probably as well studied in many different areas of law as almost anybody out there. He was elected as the General Sessions Judge in 1998, where he served until 2014 when he retired, and then after retirement, he came and practiced with me. I had the honor of practicing with him from 2014 until his passing in 2021 at O'Neill Parker Williamson here in Knoxville. As a judge, he did many things, and as an attorney, he did many things for many committees and many bar associations, primarily within the Jefferson County Bar. But he also served the judicial conferences in a wide capacity. He was responsible for legislative updates. He's actually helped develop a lot of the legislation, or helped develop some legislation with regards to juvenile and general sessions law while he served. Due to his service to both the conference and his just service to the Tennessee as a whole, he was the juvenile judges selected him as the McCain-Abernathy Award 2009 and the President's Award in 2014, which just recognized him for his outstanding service. Well, I think in these memorials, typically people share a story, and thinking of this, I couldn't think of really any one specific story that stood out. It was more of what he stood as a man and as an individual and servant to the bar and to the communities that he served. As an attorney, he stood for what was, and I will remember him as just what he stood for as that, and that was just a hardworking individual. I remember many times growing up, where most days he would go in the office at 9, work till 6, go back to the office and after dinner and work till 11 o'clock at night. He stood for what was integrity. He stood for and lived the idea that an attorney is a servant to the people, not just somebody that's there to earn a paycheck. And I think all his clients that he served throughout his 50 years plus of practice would provide a testament to that. He also stood for, like Luke 12:48 says, "What too much is given, to whom is too much is given, much is expected." And he lived that. He thought as an attorney, he was given a lot to have the opportunity to do that. So he served his communities. He served the Bar Association with his church. He was on countless committees there and helped steward and be the steward for many of the buildings that they were able to build in First Baptist Church in Danridge. He was an adjunct professor. He was a county commissioner in Jefferson County. He was a school board member in Jefferson County. He served on countless committees within that community. He also helped with mock trial program at Jefferson County High School, and also even helped with the Mountain Youth Development Center out there, and had a mock trial team out there one year. He was a mentor to many, including myself, but I think in Jefferson County Bar, I think a lot of the attorneys, younger attorneys and even older attorneys, would say that he served as a mentor to them. And there's people within this bar that he served as a mentor. He was an amazing father. He was a kind individual that I think even this morning, people have expressed to me this, what a kind and loving individual he was, and always wore that on his sleeve. And Neil Armstrong talked about, I don't really want to be remembered for the fireworks. I want to be remembered for my life's daily ledger. And I think that that's what my dad had plenty of fireworks as an attorney, as a judge, and as a person. But I think he's going to be remembered for his life's daily ledger. That's what I'm going to remember him for, because he's a person that was a servant to his people, servant to his community, servant to the bar associations that he was part of, and what it means to be a servant to the community.